Hello and welcome to the International Podcast. I'm your host, Aido, and this is a special episode where we'll be talking about Patreon. So, obviously, I love making this podcast. It's been a blast since I've started it, but as I see the cost of producing this podcast rise a little, and also because I want to be able to develop this podcast further and perhaps, taking on another podcast and upgrading everything and making everything the best quality I can, I had to start thinking about ways to monetize it. So, of course, we're a bit too small to be getting sponsorship for now. And I don't think it would be a great idea right now to fill up the episodes with any sort of advertising. Which is why I believe Patreon is the solution. People can support the podcast and help fund it. They can choose the amount they want to give each month, and they can also cancel it if they only want to give a one-time or two-time donation. Of course, patrons will get awesome rewards. Right now there are 5 tiers going from $1 to $5, so $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5 a month. The $5 one being the early access to the next month episode. You can check my Patreon link for the other rewards, which are pretty cool. I had some fun setting those up, and I did set some goals already. I'll be setting some more goals, but they will help me figure out a roadmap for the show, and also, of course, how to use the funding. Once those goals get reached, I'll be able to, for example, rebrand the show's graphics, so the logo, new logo maybe, working on the banner and so on, with a professional, maybe working on the music, paying someone to redo a jingle or something, and to work on the background music and so on, and maybe perhaps, pay for copyrighted music, for the rights to use copyright music. I could also get some better equipment, on maybe also, which I think that's a pretty good idea. I can also start thinking about merchandise. So I have this idea of maybe making a Patreon exclusive poster, and of course I would sign it and send it to the patrons that want it, that are interested in it. So, but we have to see if, of course, there's any interest in that. Other thing I wanted to mention, of course, if you become a patron, you'll get access to special content, sneak peeks, and so on. But I want to be clear that for those who don't wish to give any money, the show will stay absolutely the same. That means it will remain free, and it will be, of course, with the best quality I can give out. If you'd like to support the International Podcast and get something in return, visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/tip_podcast. Thanks for listening and or watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.